Does it look good?
It does look
You got a
good.
great fit here,
Look
boys.
like goddamn
Hey,
pimp.
I know everyone that's listening to this is actually going to hear this after the fact, but welcome and happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome to the podcast, episode 131 of On Tap. We got me, Cody, Sam, Bodie, and Mitch. Guys.
And the little bitch-ass Bean Boy in the back.
God, you suck.
And Green Aladdin.
Yep.
Bean Boy, what's the deal with your costume here?
Give us a little story. You know,
Let's see that pineapple, dude.
He's so Bean Boy bought a leprechaun costume that was apparently a kid's size.
Yeah, so it
or
was
a baby
kid's.
size.
I knew it was kids, but I saw the pants length was 30, so I ran with it.
So he looks like a green Aladdin instead.
Yeah, it's a
which
little
he also
tight.
we found out today he does not know who Aladdin is. He's never heard of Aladdin. So
He also normally wears a kid size anyway, doesn't he?
I think
Fuck you.
he's got that child's XL, brother.
Pretty much.
You in the teens yet, dude?
No, not yet.
Dude, hell yeah, you probably saved so much fucking money, dude.
Size 6 shoes, cheap. 70 bucks.
Size 6, dude?
Oh, yeah, $70 shoes. How much you pay for your shoes?
I'd pay
Depends what
less
kind
than
of
70,
shoes.
dude.
What do you mean?
60 bucks, 70 bucks, I'm guessing.
I wear size 13 double wide.
Yeah, me too.
B-
Same
Will
exact
could
size.
fit- he could fit his fucking shoe directly in mine. No
I couldn't
problem.
even fit my fucking big toe in Will's shoes.
Dude, Will could layer up on shoes.
Oh, yeah.
On a cold day, he's putting those inside some work boots.
Fucking-
Will, show the camera your feet. Let's get a size reference. Put your hand up next to this thing. Actually, this is the same size as the microphone. That's the smallest microphone we could find.
no, hold up that can of beans, dude.
Can of beans. In beans, it's 2 beans. 3 cans of
Damn.
beans is the length of his feet. Unbelievable.
My work boots are exactly 1 foot.
That's a sweet fact. Thank you, Bean Boy.
Was that a pun?
What the fuck's a pun?
All right, what are we talking about
love
today?
it.
Exactly
Boy.
1
Too
foot.
Hey, Bean Boy, thanks for bringing us into the show. Boys, I'm not going to lie. St. Patrick's Day is probably my first or second favorite holiday. I've been jacked up all day for this shit. We've got ourselves a little pot of gold here with a little shot of whiskey, and I think there's no better way to bring us into the show than take our shot. Bean Boy, you got one back there?
Absolutely. A commemorative shot of whiskey for St. Patrick himself.
Cheers, boys.
God bless the man that banned all the snakes or whatever the hell he did.
Can I turn
take it
Bean
away.
Bitch's mic off?
Hold on. Let's settle this debate here. Do you guys think Sam is Irish?
Yes.
I know I'm Irish, dumb fuck. We've been fucking arguing all fucking day about this. His only argument that he has to why I'm not Irish is because he doesn't think I am. That's his argument.
Okay, do you have you done Ancestry.com?
Yes,
or some shit?
dude.
Where's the
I'm not
data?
you
Ancestry.com. I got this shit straight
What's
from my
the data?
grandpa himself.
What's the percentage?
My grandpa, God rest his soul, great man. He had a lot of documents stating all our family history. He had this nice book, blah, blah, blah. He sat me down.
Numbers.
He showed me the
What are
book.
the numbers?
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
so
a couple problems and a couple holes in that story. One, I kind of believe Cody more than you. 2, you can't read, so all the documents in the world wouldn't mean a fucking thing if they
See,
were in
my
your
grandpa
hands.
read them to me, dude. Smart man. He taught me the ways. He taught me my Irish ways.
I really
I've been
don't
getting drunk
appreciate.
since I was 7.
I really don't appreciate the fact that you keep trying to bring your grandpa into this to make me feel bad about it, because that's your way of winning
Well,
this
you're kind of
argument.
hating on my grandpa.
I'm not hating on your grandpa. I'm hating on you.
Makes me
And
feel
you're-
really bad.
You're turning it on me to make me look like a
Mr.
bad guy.
fucking call me out over here. Is being real quiet.
Let me
Oh, you're talking about me. Yeah, I don't know. You just can't convince me.
Yeah, I don't think
you don't
he's
look
Irish.
Irish.
So
I'm with
let's
you,
let's
Cody.
break this down. What makes you think I'm not Irish?
You don't have red hair.
You
you
don't look
gotta
like
have
me.
red hair. You gotta have freckles.
Dude, I have fucking freckles.
Yeah,
Why the
he's
fuck
freckly.
do I need orange hair? I got lucky as hell. I should be blessed that I don't have fucking orange hair.
Well, what about your alcohol tolerance, dude? That plays.
Yeah,
a part
dude,
in it.
I can drink like a fucking motherfucker, dude.
See, that's a testament to it. That's
Usually, it's the guys that It's like I don't even know how to explain it. You're just not it.
Fuckface McGee.
Give me,
fucking over there.
give me a really good Irish accent since you're so fucking Irish.
Dude, I've been working on it all day. It's so
Dude,
bad.
it's
Let's hear it.
Hit us.
Oh, fuck. Give me a line. Hit me with a line.
Lucky
They're,
Charms.
they're after me, Lucky Charms.
Fuck, dude. Okay.
It's the easiest one, dude.
Dude, I'm blanking, bro. I'm getting nervous. Ooh, this is going to be bad. Oh, shit. Fuck, all right. They're after me, Lucky Charms.
Oh, you went high. You went high. I didn't think you were going that octave.
You got it, dude. I can't hit the low. I got to
I was like, that after me, Lucky Charms.
after me,
Ooh, that's good, dude. It's
Oh.
kind of Scottish, though.
Bodie's Irish.
I forgot there was a difference.
Bodie, you're Irish? We're Irish brothers,
no,
dude.
That's why I don't. To be honest, I really don't give a fuck about St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
I'm not Irish.
God.
Are you
I'm not
serious?
Irish. You know, I don't want to disrespect them, dude.
Off the
St. Patrick's Day is a goddamn American holiday that we will celebrate for the rest of our lives. And if you don't participate, I want you to walk off the show right now or crack your Mickeys and have a good time.
It's not a jab at the Irish at all. That's like, dude.
My
the
people
Irish
are very offended. I'm not gonna lie.
No, dude. Honestly, like, fuck, dude. What a cooler group of people. They're the only like classification of human beings that are okay with having a fucking fighting Irish mascot in an official sports team.
Dude, because that's how me being
They're the
very
last.
Irish, that's how we do it. You're going to fight me, I'm putting my fists up like this.
They're
Are
the
you going to
last
push this
one.
fucking bit the whole episode that you're Irish? Because it's just convincing me that you're not. Every
Hey,
time you say it, my people, I fight like this. Like, quit.
You
gotta quit. Just
non-Irish
fucking quit.
fucking losers, dude. I feel bad that you guys are jealous of me on this amazing holiday where I get to express myself as an Irishman and enjoy my history. Maybe you guys are jealous that I have a little culture,
How much
bud.
you hit me with 3 history facts about Ireland right fucking now?
All right, they had the potato famine.
Okay, we're past
They
7th
have
grade now.
a bunch of bad biddies coming over to our country, and a lot of them have orange hair. Easy, done.
Bam.
Red.
3 facts
That's a
right in
good-
your fucking face.
Not
a good
one of those
fact.
were history facts. The potato famine, that happened. Everyone knows about it.
Yeah,
That's
it
the only
happened because
historic.
I know my
that's the only
ancestors.
historical fact that you.
My ancestors were a part of that, and now you're stepping on their fucking grave.
all right, man.
Potatoes
I'm honestly,
running through his veins.
I'm at the point where I'm probably just gonna have to give into the bit so we don't ruin this episode.
All right,
He
Perfect.
identifies as Irish. What's wrong with that?
so we all agree that I'm Irish. Nobody's gonna argue, right?
I disagree.
Right.
Cody,
Either way.
Moving
We gotta
on.
drop it.
Moving on. Let's talk about Mickey's. Because so for those of you that can't see the video, we have this Mickey's fine malt liquor. They come in these little barrels, these little barrel-shaped bottles. And these are some of the most indestructible. Mitch is ready to go with his.
Bodie
He's
hit
ready
him.
to have it done.
Bodie hit him with
Killed
one
it.
of them.
Oh. These little glass bottles
Like
of
little
Mickey's
grenades,
malt
dude.
liquor are some of the most indestructible bottles I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I once watched a man spike this at the ground as hard as he can. Thanks, Mitch, for ruining the audio on that one.
I'm sorry.
He once spiked this Mickey's thing at the ground on the concrete in a garage. Watch it bounce off the ground into a light, shatter the light. Bottle was still completely intact.
I've thrown them out of a moving vehicle, and they still fucking wouldn't.
Did you just admit to littering?
I did, and I'm like, I'm not proud of it at all. No one
Hey,
likes
it was
a litter
it was
bug.
7+ years ago. He's good.
Okay.
Yeah, statute
That's
of
legit.
It
limitations.
was 12 plus hours ago. So
Do you guys think it stands with the Crown bottles? Because that's another one I've always heard. A Crown
Snapple
bottle.
bottles as well, right? Snapple.
No,
and
there's
Crown.
fucking plastic, dude. They're fucking. I hate them now.
Okay.
Bodie,
Sorry.
Bodie's
No,
got
holy
emotions
shit.
towards this topic. Let's break it down.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I blew up. I just feel very passionate about Snapple.
So I've always heard that the Crown bottles were indestructible. I've heard the Mickey bottles. I think we got to put them to the test.
I agree.
We should do
I've spiked a Crown bottle. Same shit. Didn't go.
See,
I
that's
think
what-
Crown bottles have a sweet spot because that was a TikTok thing for a while. People were throwing Crown bottles, and then every once in a while you'd scroll through a video and a dude would just drop it like waist height and it would fucking shatter into a million pieces.
Hold up.
I've never seen
They
that.
might have a sweet spot.
Dude, I got a handful of spark plugs in my glove box of my truck just for a scenario like this.
Yes, dude, I've heard that before. That a little bit of ceramic will break glass
It's
like
insane.
crazy.
Yeah,
I've
dude,
never-
like literally you pick up a speck, dude, like just a fucking tiny speck, and then you flick it at a windshield. That fucker will shatter.
We did
shatter
it.
it.
We did it to my buddy's car window
And
in
it
like
works?
11th grade at the auto shop. Yeah, we broke a spark plug and we were like telling him, we're like, yeah, it'll break your window, and he's like, no, it won't. We're like, yeah, it fucking will. I'm like, I'll throw it at your car window right now. It'll break. He's like, no, it will not break it. I know it won't. I'm like, you're telling me I can do this? He's like, yep. I'll say a little chunk, baby chunk, at like the little triangle window in your
Yeah.
back door, shattered like a fucking
just
spider
instantly?
web instantly. And he's like, oh, what the fuck, dude? You just fucking broke my window. I'm like, I told you it was going to break your window.
'Cause science.
I told you, and I don't feel bad about it.
Hey, I mean, that's something that Bean Boy would probably say, and you just got to let them learn their lesson.
Did we try it out?
He fucked around and he found out.
Shout out TJ Roth. One time I watched him. We were just finishing up a golf meet. We were walking like through the parking lot to our buses. He takes the smallest little pebble I've ever seen, and he bounced it off a guy's tonneau cover. Bounces off tonneau cover, hits the back window, completely shatters, dude. I've never seen a man more defeated, scared, and just disappointed in himself at that exact moment. It was so bad.
What
He
happened?
had to go find the guy. He had to go into the clubhouse. Like, does anyone drive the 2015 Chevy? Then he had to explain to them everything going on, dude. It was fucking hilarious from my point of view. From his point of view, maybe not near as funny.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. So you guys were in high school just after golfing, and he just flicks this thing and it shatters the dude window.
That's an example of just being the most unlucky motherfucker I've ever met. I can't imagine, especially when you're 16, 17, you break someone's. It was a nice truck too.
When I was a kid, my cousin was telling me how easy it was to break car windows, and I was like, "There's no way." He used to break windows all the time. Apparently, we had this like hatchet at my house, and he showed me on this van that my dad had in this barn, and we broke out every single window of this van. And then after everything's said and done, I'm thinking like, "Oh no, he might be mad about this."
Yeah, he might not be down for it.
We hid all of the broken windows in the dirt below the van. I remember this was like 3 days later. My dad comes up to me. He's like, "What the fuck happened to all the windows in the van?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Not a goddamn clue.
Obviously, you broke them out. And I was like, nope, that wasn't me. So, long story short, I ended up not being able to go to some summer camp that I wanted to go to. And
Man,
dude,
I know Sam's got a story I want to ask. Is there a story where you got yourself caught in a lie with your dad, and now looking back on it, you realize how fucking dumb of a lie it was?
Oh, dude,
But
horrible.
you just get caught up. You're a kid, and you know you're gonna get in trouble, so you lie about it.
No,
Like,
I'm not motherfucker.
I know you, and I know your relationship with your dad. I know you
I
got a story.
still
on
have
this.
lies to this day that I will swear to. And yeah, I was wrong as fuck, dude. Like, I will not give up. If my dad's like, "I know you did this," wasn't me. No clue. Who did it then?
I don't
Beats
know.
me. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Yeah, dude.
Who
Couldn't
knows?
be me.
I remember, especially stealing booze in high school. I don't know if you guys ever did that. I did it all the time with my dad, and like it was like stupid. Like I remember one specific time, there was a 12-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade in his fridge, and my stepmom drinks that, and my dad had it in the fridge. There's only 12 of them. Me and my buddies are hanging out in the garage the night before. We decide we're gonna get a little bit squavy. One of them was spending the night. We drink the whole 12-pack, throw them all in the garbage in the garage, and my dad asked about it, and I was like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I would
No
never
clue
drink.
where those came from.
I would never drink those. What are you talking? I don't even drink. That's the stupidest lie. He knows we were hanging out in the garage. He knows there was a 12-pack the day before. Why are you lying about it? Looking back on it, it's so funny to me.
And it's
That's
weird because like
hilarious.
at the time it's like, yep, I'm good now, dude. Like it's just like sure logic behind it at the time, but then like in retrospect, it's like,
Dude, I've actually got to call. I've got to give my sister some credit or some condolences. I don't know the right word, but I did something bad one time, man. I came home. My parents were gone for a weekend, and me and my buddies were dying to get drunk. You know, we didn't have that 21-year-old to hook us up, so we were fucked. But we just had my grad party, so there was a bunch of like these mixers, like margarita mixers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I go to my house, ransack everything possible. I was already drunk when I went there. I had a ride, just to be clear. So I ransacked the fucking fridge, whatever, go get drunk. I would say about a week later, I'm sitting at home, I hear my sister just getting screamed at. "You think you can just get away with this? You think you can take a full bottle and it's just fine?" And she's like, "I swear to God, I didn't do it. It wasn't me." She's fully crying. I'm just like, damn, really? You just took the bottle? Shit.
Oh.
Never told. She got in trouble for that shit.
What do you
I
think?
never fucking said
What do you
shit.
think is dumber? Do you think it's dumber, to take the full bottle and just fucking hope to God they don't notice? Or do you think it's dumber to do the old water refill trick?
Oh, I think if you refill with water, that's just stupid. If it's a little bit, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But there would be bottles where I would pull it from it like 5 times, and that shit's just 80% water at that point. Like, and my dad knows.
I never had to worry about it myself, but I have had, I know friends who did the water trick eventually, where it was like they just took a whole bottle and replaced the whole bottle with water.
Oh,
but,
fuck.
But they
That doesn't
didn't
It
work.
know.
buys you time.
There was one instance that I remember my friend had taken a whole entire bottle of, I think it was Sky vodka, and put it back in their parents' freezer with full of water.
So it just froze?
And they pull it out, and I remember being there when they pulled it out, and it's just one huge ice cube. They're like,
That's
well,
how you know he's young.
what's
he was
going on?
young.
See, my sister, shout out Michaela. Michaela, I know, got caught doing the water bullshit a couple times. Throughout high school, my dad's got a pretty decent sized like liquor
He hits it.
collection, you know, and it's
He
just
knows how
in
to put
in
'em
the
down.
garage, and it's bottles that he hasn't touched in 5 years. You know, they're just
Right.
there.
Yeah,
if
they're
someone wants to
decorative.
drink it, you're gonna drink it. It's just like in here.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of bottles in here that we don't drink out of. So every once in a while, if it was a weekend and I didn't have anyone to hook me up, I just snag a bottle, and I don't ever remember really getting called out on it. I remember getting called out on the beer and things like that out of the fridge,
Yeah.
but the bottles I don't remember. And I know my sister got caught doing the water bullshit. Like I was like, why the fuck am I gonna put water back in it? And then he knows for sure.
Yeah. Then it's just a
If
given.
the bottle just disappears, maybe he just thinks
Maybe
that
his
he's
buddies came over.
Exactly. Maybe he thinks he just had a brain fart and there wasn't actually a bottle there.
Dude, I remember one time I was at my buddy's, shout out Ryan Gamick. I was at his house. His dad was gone for the weekend. We were pounding this bottle of vodka he had. And we finished well over half, filled it up with water. I would say it was 6 months later. It was like summertime when we did it. And then it was winter time. Me and Ryan are hanging out at my house, and my dad comes home and he's like, Jesus, I don't know what's up with your dad's vodka, but I had like 6-7 bloodies today. I don't even feel drunk. And we're like, oh fuck.
Today's your day, buddy.
And that one never caught up to us. I actually told him later. He's like, you fucking bastards.
That's hilarious. Do you guys ever think of a time where you did some scandalous shit just to get some booze?
Oh yeah, dude. We had, so you know, it's a small town. It's sometimes it was hard to find a hookup. Well, one of my buddies had a sister who respectfully was a crackhead, and
You got some crack,
Word.
dude?
Respectfully.
and she was always down to get us booze, but we weren't always down to go with her. Like we would fight each other on who had to sit next to her in the back seat. That's how bad it was.
Oh, she like smelled bad.
Oh, dude,
Bad
just-
hygiene.
everything that you would associate with the crackhead, she was about it. And the worst part was we'd go there, she'd get our booze, whatever, and you knew it was coming every time. We'd get back. You guys think I could maybe have a shot and a couple beers? And dude, if it were my bottle, it would just kill me to give it to her. Watch her put her fucking crackhead lips to it. It's like, fuck, disinfect that shit real quick. Take my lighter. Fucking.
Oh my God, that sucks, dude. I could not imagine, because I know exactly what you're talking about. The people that were the ones willing to buy alcohol for you when you couldn't were always the weirdest people.
Man.
It's
I
just like
remember-
super bad.
Exactly. It is just like
Literally,
super
dude.
bad. I remember completely abusing the fact that one of my coworkers at the time when I was in college was totally willing to buy me beer. Just completely abused it. He asked me, hey, if you ever need any, I'm going to the store right now. You need anything? And I remember being like, yeah, I'll take 12 30 racks. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take 12 30 racks.
Yeah, be like, hey, you want to do a trip tomorrow, or should we just get it all done now?
Man.
I had no idea what kind of an inconvenience this was to the guy, right?
Like, you got a
I
truck,
had no
dude?
idea. I was like, well, why wouldn't I just get it all at one time? Then I won't have to bug him for a while. So the guy, he brings us in the back seat of his truck. We're in the back seat while he's in the store. Comes back out with the employees with $3 worth of 30 racks of Busch Light. With two of these guys, Squatch was in there with me. And it was me and Squatch, and they're just loading up his tailgate while these two kids are sitting in the back seat. It's like, obviously this is for us. You know, it was, oh my God, it was
Man,
so funny. He was
I gotta-
like, I'm not doing that again.
I got a story about weird people giving you alcohol that I didn't even remember was a memory in my head, and it just came in my head. So
He made the shit up.
no,
dude.
I want to say I was either 13 or 14, and I had a party at my house, like sleepover party, not a drinking party. We were just like having a fire and being kids and whatever. I think there was 6 of us, and my one buddy's brother was there. He was 15, but he had his farmer's permit, so he could drive. And we were playing. You guys remember the rope game, where you stand on either side of the road and you act like you have an invisible.
I've never done that,
Okay.
but I've always wanted.
No, so
to.
we're right out in front of my house, and if my dad's listening to this is the first time he's ever heard this. We're standing right out in front of my house doing this. This is fucking bad, and this car stops, and we hadn't got a car to stop all night. There's like 3 cars that have gone by. This lady stops, rolls her window down, and goes, "I need help." We're like, "What?" She's like, "I need help. I just left." I don't want to say the name of the bar. "I just left this bar. I'm trying to get back to Bram." My house is nowhere fucking near Bram, and from this bar, not on the way at all. Going the complete wrong direction. She is hammered. So we're like, fuck. Okay. So this lady pulls up to we pull her in the driveway, get her out. We made her a brat on the fire. Fed her a brat, sober her up a little bit. She's too drunk to drive, so we're like, my one buddy's going to drive his truck. He's allowed to drive. And we're like, one of us has got to drive her car. We'll get her back to Bram. My buddy, we were either 13 or 14. I don't remember exactly, but my buddy's like, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. Okay. So we hop in 2 vehicles. There's 6 of us and this fucking 50-year-old lady. We jump in. She gives us directions, whatever. We get to her apartment in Bram. She's like, you guys got to come in. You got to come in. Thank you so much. You gotta come in. We're like,
Creepy.
and to us, like, not even,
You guys
didn't even
should've ran
think
a
anything of it.
train
I don't know
on her,
how.
bro.
I don't know. She thought we were older, whatever.
She hot though? Or
No. 50 years old. And she starts pouring us vodka shots. And we're like,
What?
14. Dude, I swear to God, this is a real story. It sounds fake. I swear to God, it's real. Starts pouring us vodka shots. So we're doing shots. And we end up we were there probably an hour. Fucking all of us are hammered because we're 13 and we don't have an alcohol tolerance. We didn't even think about drinking at that point, but she offered it. So we're like, yeah, give me that shit. Hot. We all ride 6 deep back in my buddy's truck back to my house and never spoke of it again.
That's crazy.
And this is like 1, 2 in the morning.
13 years old.
I mean, I know I wasn't 15. I was either 13 or 14.
Oh my
At a
God.
random 50-year-old lady's apartment in Bram, Minnesota, fucking driving illegally, drinking and driving.
Oh, wow.
Horrible
Fucking
kids.
letting her loose to it.
Dude, that
Honestly, I replay the story in my head, and I cannot believe that we didn't see any of the red flags while we were going about this.
Seriously, Bodie.
there's this lady. It reminds me of this lady who on multiple occasions, like consistently, like at least 4 times a month at her apartment, she'll randomly like late at night, specifically on weekends, sometimes on weekdays. Dude, we hear her coming in. And she's driving
Be
some
bumping.
driving some shitty like Corolla or something, dude. And then she gets out and like we can hear her from across the parking lot, and our like apartment's right on the main level and right next to the main entrance. But dude, she'll come in routinely, just yelling, just saying whatever the fuck. And one time she goes, "Oh Lord, I'm drunk." And it's like, what the fuck? Because like we've heard this before, but then like by the time she gets through the main entrance, like we don't get a glimpse of her.
So she makes a scene every time. She
Dude,
pulls
every time, dude. And she like, sometimes she's like, God damn it, why don't they just put the salt on the fucking sidewalk? I paid for this shit. I paid for this shit. And then
Talking
finally,
to herself?
yeah, dude. And, like, it'll be like fucking like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then it's like, dude, where did you park? Like, are you parking next to me?
Bodie's just upstairs jerking to Moana. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude, we
fuck's
finally,
going on,
we
dude?
finally
Oh, I
caught
love
a
it.
glimpse of this lady, right? This was like just a couple weeks ago. Because we hear her, but then by the time she gets to the door, we can't see her. Dude, it's this little old lady, dude.
She's just yelling at herself.
She's
getting
gray hair,
hammered and yelling at
glasses, got
herself.
it all.
She looks like a lunch lady.
She's pissed.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
She's pissed.
I love it.
She's old enough where all her fucks are gone.
Yeah,
Like, there's just no fucks given about anything. She's letting it rip.
Pretty much.
Oh, man. I don't know why that. Speaking of old people, I have been thinking about this for like the last 3 podcast episodes and how to bring it up. Do you guys have any awesome old man one-liners? Like some shit that your grandpa would say that looking back is just fucking hilarious?
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you some shit. This is, dude, the best thing that my grandpa ever told me. He said, drinking Coors Light is like having sex in a canoe because it's fucking close to water as it gets.
Dude, that's so good.
And ever since then, I've hated Coors Light. So it worked out great.
Fuck Coors Light.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, I've heard that from other people since then, but that I remember the first time I ever heard it was from my grandpa, and I was like, damn, that's baller. I'm going to tell a lot of people that over my lifetime.
That's really good. Sam, you got one?
Oh, dude, mine's so inappropriate. I don't even know if I can say it.
Really?
All right.
Sounds like you better say it.
I'll just say it, but this is not me saying it. But, all right. So my dad or my grandpa, I've heard it from both. He would, like, if I was, like, nervous or anything, he'd always be like, you're shaking like a queer eating wieners. Another one he'd say
Oh, my God.
You're shaking like a boy or at a priest at a Boy Scout camp.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that one.
What the fuck does that
You
even
ever heard
mean?
you're shaking like a dog shit in peach pits?
I've never heard that.
That's a good one, too. No. You know that dog shake where they all hunched over?
And they're staring at you.
Yep. I worked with a guy for a few years, and I got a couple from him. One was, like, if you were ever struggling with something at work and, like, say you, like, hit your finger with a hammer or something like that, and you'd go, fuck her. And every time you said fuck her, this guy would go, no, you fuck her, you brought her. And then another one, every time it was hot out, I have a lot of, like, it's really hot out ones, but my favorite one that he said was, it's hotter than a freshly fucked fox in a forest fire.
What the fuck? Dude, old people got some nasty shit they like to say.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
wild.
And for, like, have you ever heard a pole lock, like a slam at pole locks from an old timer?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, so outdated. I'm like, what do you got against them?
In
like,
my cabin, there is multiple joke books about Norwegians, Poland people. I don't even know what they're called. Polish people, fucking Norwegians. It's like, what the fuck did they ever do? I've never heard of this issue that's going on.
It's actually
fucking
crazy.
neutral bitches.
We'll bring it back to St. Patrick's Day. Itesh used to be a huge hated culture in
What
America.
are you, a drunken Irish?
Because of the potato famine.
well, aren't they considered like the white trash like classification?
The white trash of Europe?
Hey, if you're gonna talk on my people, I want you to say it straight to me because that's highly offensive.
Dude, that's
You know what?
that's what makes them great.
Now
They're
thinking
proud
about it, you might be Irish because you're about the most white trash as it gets.
Brother, you don't know nothing
gotta
about my
represent.
people. I don't want you speaking on my people, and this is insanely offensive to me and my little leprechaun friend in the
See,
back.
if you're a true Irishman, dude, that wouldn't be a derogatory statement. They stand by it and they love it.
Yeah, they love that. They stand by
St.
that.
Patrick's Day, what's it about?
You
It's
guys
about
obviously
drinking.
don't know any Irish people besides myself because I stand for everything they stand for.
I thought we made an agreement we were going to drop this bit.
This is not a bit.
I didn't even bring it up.
I am very Irish, and it offends the fuck out of me.
Dude,
when
one-
you're talking all fucking manly over here like you're something.
I still don't believe that.
So 1 year from now, I want an on tap episode in Dublin. Can you imagine?
That would be so fun.
Can you imagine?
let's just get so
What do
drunk
you
we
think
feel like we're in
Dublin's
Dublin.
like during St. Patrick's Day? Because America, it's a big holiday. Everyone goes to the bar. Everyone drinks. What do you think it's like in Ireland?
Dude, I bet
I
it's.
think-
It's got to be. It's their 4th of July, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Pretty
that
much.
makes sense.
Because
I
4th
mean-
of July in America,
So- Do
they
you
even
can't
have
even
it
drive
over
your
there?
car.
Here's the thing that you also got to put into factor. St. Patrick's Day always falls during spring break. So always it's like a huge spring party.
But like, I've never had a spring break. I never went to college, and I party hard every year.
You've been on spring break then. Congratulations.
You did it.
First
Fuck
real spring break I ever actually went to, Panama City Beach in like 2015. I was like a freshman in college, or sophomore in college, and dude, electric party. I could not imagine a better spring break. This was I was there the last year that you could drink on the beach in Panama City Beach.
Oh, yeah.
So it was crazy. I have a photo of someone getting arrested on the beach in a horse costume. It's like you imagine like the old MTV commercials that were like Girls
The
Gone
MTV
Wild.
Spring Break. They did a whole week
Yes,
on it,
they
didn't
did.
they? Yeah.
They did. They were actually in PCB one year. I wasn't there for that, but yeah, dude, the MTV like beach party,
That's
spring
almost
breaks.
That's
that
one of the.
was what that was.
There's probably 5 things that I regret about not going to college, and spring break is definitely one of them. They're all pretty much party related, but spring break is definitely one of the things that I'm like, fuck, I wish I went to college.
You don't have to go to college to experience that.
No,
There's a
I
lot
know,
of people there,
but it's
I'm
just
gonna
not the
say
same.
at
Everyone's
least
like, yo,
half.
what school do you go to?
Exactly.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm a dropout.
Yeah, I made it for a year and a half.
None. Sorry.
It is wild to me, though, when it, like St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, you know, the big drinking holidays, people truly turn it up. Like, you see a whole new mode of people. The average drunk person at the bar is a lot higher than that average Friday,
That
Saturday.
is true.
Yeah.
it is.
It gets the people rallied. We have a damn good time. I can't think of one St. Patrick's Day, like at least the weekend that people are celebrating it, that it wasn't fun as fuck.
It
Well, there's
literally-
something about a bar. You know, I'm not a big bar guy. I don't go to the bars often, but there's something about a bar where you know everyone's there to party, everyone's there to have fun, and there's a few days a year where that's like a guaranteed thing. Every bar you go to, you know, St. Patrick's Day, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That's one of the best drinking holidays of the year that nobody thinks about.
Yep.
You go to the bar the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, everyone you went to high school with will
Yep.
be in that fucking bar, and they will be fucked up.
Same night
Hammered.
before Christmas Eve. That's another
Exactly.
great one.
That's every kid comes home from college. Everyone's there to see their family. Everyone's back in the hometown, and they're ready to fucking party.
Oh, our little leprechaun brings us gifts.
Green
What a guy.
Aladdin here with some bush lights.
Thank you, Green Aladdin.
Thank you.
Thanks for supporting my people. I appreciate that.
It's actually disgusting how he's making fun of them. You know.
He's
No, I
appropriating
think
their
dressing
culture.
up.
Yeah.
As an Irishman born true with that thick Irish blood, I think that is more than fine. I think he's actually celebrating our culture more like, unlike you guys who are just shitting on it.
So you think you get to speak for your entire culture? You think you're
I
the
think I have a
spokesperson?
voice. I think I have a voice in who are you? You're probably 100% German, you fucking Nazi.
80.
Who are you to tell me that I can't speak for my people?
I never said you couldn't speak
That-
for your people.
you-
I'm just saying you are.
Implied it. And
You're
it's
acting like
truly
you're the
offensive.
spokesperson for your entire culture, and I don't really appreciate someone just taking that role when they really don't mean shit.
Bean Boy, please go after him.
He's just a fucking vibe kill, bro.
Bean Boy and Mitch have been kind of going at it today. I want to keep this energy going on the pod.
Keep this
It
negative
gets me,
energy
it gets me very
flourishing.
excited. I love when people argue. So, Bean Boy, what's the deal? Why does Mitch just piss you off?
B-boy, are you Irish?
Very much.
Okay, yeah, you
that's
got the
my
red
boy.
beard going.
He's not
on,
Irish.
dude.
He just looks like a
That's
fucking leprechaun. It's different.
Fuck you, Mitch.
Or
What the
what?
fuck do you look like?
Fat, ugly, stupid.
you ain't
Make your
wrong.
own fucking insult out. You want me to do it for you?
Yeah.
You look like. Hey, Bean Boy, I want to defend you. It was hard. All right, boys, I got to piss like
Yeah,
a racehorse.
fuck,
Let's
I was
take a
gonna say
bathroom
it.
break.
Welcome back.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Bean Bitch, bringing us in.
Bean Boy, bring us in.
I forgot.
Dude, do the Australian accent like that, like the.
Welcome back to On Tap with the Boys.
Welcome back to On Tap with the.
Welcome back to On Tap with the boys.
Oof, that's
Bathroom
not
break
good.
is over. Yeah,
What
I
is
don't
the
fucking know
Irish-
what you want me to do.
That was horrible.
Fuck was that?
Cut that.
fucking
Cut
What
it.
the fuck was that?
fucking
Lucky
horrible.
Charms accent. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
do that again. Do that again.
That's exactly how the Lucky Charms dude jerks off. Right there. That's like extracted audio from one of his sessions.
Oh my
Does
god.
Lucky Charms guy have a,
delicious.
does he have a name?
Charms.
I think so.
Me Lucky Charms.
You know what the Lucky Charms?
Ah, that's it right there, dude.
T-Cav, can you look up what the Lucky Charms guy's name is?
The Lucky Charms.
I feel like he's
guy.
like a
Okay,
Jared.
Can
or
we
something.
address
Gives me a Jared
this?
vibe.
Can we address this issue that's just fucking poisoned us as a society?
What's that?
Lucky,
Lucky?
the Leprechaun. That's
Lucky.
a good name.
All of these goddamn serial cartoon characters have all went creepy 3D animated.
Yes. Do you guys remember the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Yes.
Yes.
You remember the
Yeah,
Hawaiian
dude.
Punch guy? Yeah.
That guy was sick, bro. I wanted to be him.
Yeah,
so
the new
bad.
dude is fucking creepy.
He'd come rolling in on a surfboard and shit.
Like he was just his eyes were squinted too. You could tell he's just stoned as fuck. Stoned surfer guy, dude.
Yeah.
And now he's just creepy. All of them are creepy.
Like I didn't even know what weed was, but I fucked with it because of him.
Dude, like I would rep Hawaiian Punch dude all day, 24/7. Hands down.
So I guess we should probably address this broken glass all over the desk. While we were in bathroom break, Cody did discover that Mickey bottles are not indestructible.
Wildest thing I've ever seen. I just dropped it from like, I'm going to say, what would you say, 15 inches above the desk. Drop it 3 times, shattered on the desk.
Onto a spark plug.
First time I've ever seen a Mickey's bottle break. Personally.
I think we just made history.
They got a sweet spot, I'm telling you.
God, I wish the cameras were going, dude.
I know.
Dude, if you know physics or science or anything that could explain to us what the fuck just happened there, like, please chime in, because I'm very interested in that. I'm very curious. It's one of those things that I feel like we should know.
I 100% agree. Speaking of things that we should know, Sam, give us a little peek behind the curtain of some of the advice tips that people have given us on Snapchat here this last week.
Yeah, we got some good ones this week. There was a lot of non-serious ones that I had to pick through, but I picked out a couple good ones. This one I actually thought would be perfect because they're looking for some podcast advice. Hey guys, I have a very small podcast with a few of my friends, and we were inspired by you guys. The only problem is that one of our main guys had to step away from the show, and now we're stuck with a big sweaty dumbass that claims he's a lineman. Do you have any advice on how to do a podcast with someone that repulses you? Thanks. Love the show. So, Mitch, do you got any advice for this guy? Because I don't know where to go.
Sounds like your podcast got infinitely better, and the numbers have gone up, and you're probably just doing better than you've ever done.
Sure.
And that's what it sounds like to me. I'm not sure. I know this is all anonymous, but my guess is if the guy claims he's a lineman, he's probably a line apprentice at the very least, and he's probably super fucking funny, super fucking cool, and a solid core member.
I think that wraps that one up. I think Mitch killed it. He gave him great advice. Cody, you got anything to add on?
I would say, I feel like I've been there. I feel like I've been in that position, and I know where you're coming from. And I would say, just persevere, just push through. That's all you have to do.
Mm-hmm. And your content will get infinitely better.
Push.
Now, this one is a little more serious, and I think we should get all the boys' opinions. I think my girlfriend is cheating on me, but I have no actual evidence. In the last few months, she has been going out with her friends more and sometimes staying out all night. She has been weird about me looking at her phone, and she also doesn't really want to have sex anymore. Should I try to catch her cheating, or do I let it go and trust her? Thanks, guys.
That's tough. That's really tough. That's really, really tough. I've been in a scenario before where actually a buddy of mine, Taylor and I, were really good friends with this girl and guy couple. The guy called me on a pretty regular basis. We talked on the phone, and I remember him saying, like, did you have a fun night last night? And I remember being like, no, I just stayed at home. He's like, oh, were you sleeping with so-and-so, his girlfriend? And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, didn't she stay there last night? I'm like, oh, dude.
Did it click with you instantly? Like
instantly, as soon as he said, didn't she stay there last night? I'm just like, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, no,
bro,
she didn't stay here. I don't know where she was.
That had to be
She did not
heartbreaking.
stay here. And then instantly, obviously, he knew. It was a tough deal because it went from like a fun, what are you doing tonight kind of conversation to like, fuck, now I'm going to move out of my apartment. My life is different now.
Yeah, instant change of your entire life.
Then they did end up breaking up because of it. So it can go either way. It definitely can go either way. I would say just have a real conversation. I mean, there's really life is too short to beat around the bush. Just straight up ask, hey, what's going on here?
You don't even need to ask, are you cheating on me? So my little 2 cents on this, and I guess, I don't know, Cody, Bodie, you guys have girlfriends or wives or every layer of the spectrum. But for me, I think a really big deal with a relationship that's going to last is you need to have your boundaries, and you need to talk about those boundaries. And
A safe word.
yeah, and then
Marshmallows.
And in my case, I'm not super on the page of Brooke going out and hanging out with her friends and going out very often. I don't
really. You're limiting your girl.
It's not that I limit it. I'm just not
Keep
a big
that
fan
leash
of it.
tight.
Because it's I'm Brooks is.
You're saying you're just not okay with it.
It's not that I'm not okay with it, but it's to a point.
Holy shit, Hitler,
Really?
what's up?
Yeah. What's
Goddamn.
Gestapo?
No,
Stand by Mitch.
it's a thing with me.
Do you just mean like if it was like happening fairly often in a short period of time? Like if it was
That and certain friends. It's just I'm not like a dictator. It's not.
All
like,
right,
you
let's
can't,
be real,
you can't
bro.
go out. You
So,
can't have
yeah,
your own
you-
friends. You can't do your own thing.
you
just
don't
don't
mean
like
like
it.
you don't mean like in general she's not allowed to go out.
Mitch,
you mean like if
let's break this down. I feel like there's a little more to it. Does maybe your girlfriend have a few friends that are a little bit, a little wild with it?
A little bit to that, and a little bit of I have trust issues from past relationships for sure.
Because-
And it's not like you can say whatever you want to say about it, but my boundaries are my boundaries, and they're there
Right.
for a reason. And I'm
Yeah.
not dating a girl to date her and break
Hot
up with her in
take.
the future. I'm dating a girl to marry her, and I want to be with her for the rest of my life.
yeah, that's the whole
So
point,
one of my things is, I personally I feel like if you're a girl and you're going out often alone without me, I don't really know. I would never think that Brooke's gonna cheat on me. I don't think that. But being a guy that at one point was a single male and went out a lot, you go up to girls and you hit on girls and
Yeah.
you buy girls drinks and you try to get with those girls regardless of if they have a boyfriend or not. It didn't
Yeah.
matter. When I was single, it did not matter. If you had a boyfriend, it made no difference.
I
to
was
me.
still gonna try.
It's not that I don't trust Brooke, it's that I don't trust everyone else that's at that bar.
dude. Yeah,
And if you want to go out and have fun, the majority of the time there's no reason that you can't go out with me.
Well,
you
Okay,
can go out
okay,
and you can have fun with
I
me.
did not.
I'm not saying she
I
can't
didn't
go out
get
and she
that
can't have
part of
fun.
it where you were saying to where so she specifically wants to go out without you.
She doesn't want to, but I'm saying that's a boundary in my relationship that I've made pretty clear is
Yeah.
I'm not really okay with that.
That's
and
fucked
that's
up.
like that's just like your terms.
That's okay. Everyone can have their boundaries. That's
Right.
my boundary. That's one of my things.
Exactly. That shouldn't be like even thought of as like a bad thing. Like that's the terms and conditions of Mitchell Thompson.
Really.
That's
Yeah, that's like if you wanna date a smelly lineman, that's what you got to deal with.
That's part of the deal, and I've made that pretty abundantly clear.
'Cause,
Because
dude,
it's not a thing of, if she wanted to and she wanted to choose going out and hanging out and partying with her friends at the club over me, go for it. You don't need to be my girlfriend. I love Brooke with every bit of my heart. I love her, I really do. But she knows that's part of the deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
And she'll tell you that.
I like your dedication to it, but from the
It's-
standpoint of like
I stand by Mitch 100%.
Yeah,
my
me
brother.
Really?
Oh yeah.
you got good
Dude,
reason,
a
though.
relationship is built on trust. If you don't have that trust, the whole thing is faulty, and
No,
it goes
you're
both
right.
ways.
You're
like,
right.
like how, dude? How is it like, dude?
That's a
I'm
good
with
point.
Mitch.
I see both sides. I do see both
I don't
sides.
see it as a hot take at all.
Especially if you've been burned before.
exactly.
Bad.
Yeah.
Burned
Well,
bad
but here's
before.
the
So
thing,
that changes your whole
sometimes
mindset.
Sometimes I like if I've my wife just walked in right now. I can't say anything now. I'm off the grid. I rescind what I was just saying. You guys continue.
Well, it's like it's not.
No,
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
if there's ever a scenario where where Taylor's like, hey, I want to go out with just my friends. I just want to hang out. Obviously we live together. We're married. Sometimes we just spend too much time together. Where we're like,
I'm not saying
I don't
that
want to be
can't
around
happen
you
or
right
that-
now. Like I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. You go hang out with your friends. Let's call it a day.
I'm not saying that that's never
Yeah.
happened or it never will happen.
He's saying
It happens from time to time. But a reoccurring constant thing, you're
Oh, I
going
see
out
what you're
often
saying.
with your friends, that's not okay with me.
Right.
So what's the
every
advice
every
for the
couple
guy?
months where it's I want to go out and I want to drink with my friends and I just want a girls' night,
Yeah.
cool. Have at
So
it.
let's
I
just
agree
point
with
out
that.
something about Cody. Cody is substantially older than us. He is an old man. His wife is is older.
He's our local boomer. on the pod.
Substantially.
so
what is that even?
let's just
I'm 3 years older than
let's
you.
just point out the fact that Cody's a little more mature. People his age are a little more mature.
Cody's basically 30.
Mitch and I are still young bucks.
Dude, I got one foot in the grave, the other on a banana peel right now.
Hey, man, your gray hair speaks for it, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't want to call you out. You put me in the position.
Oh my god.
So what I'm trying to say is, Mitch and I as young bucks, I feel like at this point, men just aren't as mature. They're
You're-
pieces of shit. There's not a lot of respect around.
You're a young Spike, dude.
2 years ago,
Fucking green.
2 years ago, I was everything that I hate right now. if I was going out to the bar and drinking with my friends, I was trying to get with girls, and there was no fucking boundary. I didn't care if you had a boyfriend. I didn't care if you had fucking work in the morning.
And that's how Cody felt. That's how Cody felt 10 years ago.
Exactly, because he's fucking. How old are you? 30?
33.
27.
Give him some
Thank you very
respect. Just hanging out with the kids. What's up, old man?
Oh
So
my God.
what do you think
time
of
is
this?
it? I gotta go to bed.
What do you think of this?
Hey, you gotta hit the early bird special real quick.
I gotta bring my ID and I get a
All right.
discount on breakfast
Hey,
at Nichols Cafe.
If he gets 2 more
let's-
breakfasts, it's free.
Let's wrap it up with this guy's advice. We kind of missed the whole point. So basically, he's looking for advice on whether he should pursue his hunch on his girlfriend cheating.
Yeah.
Or if he should just let it go and trust her, and if something comes, deal with it then.
Figure it out. Get to the bottom of it. Straight up ask her or hire a private investigator to follow her around for 2 weeks. If you do find out that she's cheating, break up with her. If you don't find out that she's cheating, then just have an honest conversation. Hey, I hired a private investigator to follow you, and that's the end of that.
So,
and they present you with pictures if it's true.
I guess I didn't get to my advice piece. My advice piece is, if you.
Sorry, I was so fucking bored from you talking the entire podcast. I fell asleep.
Yeah, good. Oh, one time I talk more than you on a podcast, and it's a fucking issue. My advice for this guy is, if you all these things adding up, you're saying that she's cheating on you, or you think that she's cheating on you, you need to set some boundaries of this is not okay and this is not okay, and that's the conversation you need to have before you accuse her of cheating. You need to say, hey, you've been going out with your friends every weekend, not hanging out with me. You've been going out by yourself.
When you said originally that,
exactly,
he makes it sound like originally it was, oh, I'll be home, then didn't come.
There's
home
all
that
these
night.
red flags, and if they're red flags to you, you need to have a conversation about what you want out of this relationship versus what she wants. And I think if she can't respect that, then maybe she is cheating on you.
Mitch, how many chances? How many chances would you give her?
I don't think there's a lot of chance. I don't give really chances anymore. I'm kind of past that point.
I stand by you, brother.
I don't give a lot of chances. It's kind of, if you can't respect my opinion, then
it's the no bullshit like way to go.
That's
dude.
the reality
Like,
of it. I don't want to be an asshole, and I'm not saying that I'm going to break up with you because I'm insecure. It's more of, this is what I want, and this is what I'm looking for, and if you can't give me that, I don't really have anything for you anymore.
Beat it, nerd.
That's fair. Yeah,
I want to hear Bean Boy's take on this.
I just fully agree with Mitch. I got nothing else to say.
I mean, it's the most
Wow, very elaborate.
Mitch literally just fucking killed it right on the
dude,
nuts.
I know you.
On the nuts.
Bean Boy, do you happen to have a girlfriend that likes to get a little wild or something? You seem pretty invested in this.
Let's just skip this before it gets
All
a little
right, boys.
spicy.
I think we got enough time for
You
a
having
quick
some
one.
troubles with Bean Babe or what?
Oh, dude. Did you not hear about untapping the sticks?
Oh, I was there, brother.
I had to carry this. I
could tell there was trouble without even having my eyes at the scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll never forget her putting on them stickers, dude.
Fuck you, Sam. Fuck you.
It's like it's ingrained in my mental spank bank.
Best day of my fucking life. Shout out Bean Babe.
Okay, next question.
All right, here we
no
go.
one wants to hear Bodie's take.
Oh, Bodie's take. Go ahead.
Bodie, I'm so sorry. Please give your take.
Bodie, fuck Sam.
Just make it quick.
Fuck him.
No, just go for it.
Okay, fuck it. You lost your opportunity. Here's our last question of the day. Hey, boys, I've got a question for the dads of the podcast.
Oh, shit. Bean Boy.
I know one.
How do you find a good balance between going out and spending time for yourself while also being a good husband/father? Thanks, boys.
Bean Boy, you answer first.
All right, honestly, I believe if full hard week of work, you should be able to go out at least one night a weekend, without a doubt, because then you're still there. You see
Without your girlfriend, without your kid.
You can bring the old lady out a little. I mean, dude, you really gonna bring the kid to the bar?
Hell yeah.
Honestly, that's how I was raised.
Kitty cocktails,
But,
dude.
you know, I grew up.
You grew up at a
obviously
bar.
in a divorced household, also. So I was just
same.
with my dad. You know, so if he was at the bar, I was at the bar. You mean 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old?
Dude,
I'm at the bar all the time.
That was back then when they had the game machines with
Yes.
the big ass monitor.
Yes.
I played Monster Mash in that bitch for
You know how many times I
on
played
end,
Big
dude.
Buck Hunter at the fucking bar? You know how many
yeah.
dollars spent on Big Buck Hunter?
Yes.
Slamming them kitty
Thousands.
cocktails, dude.
My dad gives me a $10 bill, dude. I'm set for a couple hours.
Exactly.
At
You
that
got all
point,
the
it's
you
just-
got all the fake tattoos you can handle.
Oh yeah, bro, get a gumball.
Oh, dude, those itchy gold chains that you get from the little quarter machines.
So, Bodie, what's your take on this?
Yeah, how do you balance
How do you balance that?
Me and obviously, it's a time investment, and it's a matter of putting forth effort into the relationship itself, and then especially with the kid too, because I mean, everyone has their own sense of what is like. Everyone's scales are different. Like how many times I go out and like have fun or whatever is different than Mitch's or Cody's or Sam's or Bean Boys. So that part of it, it's going to be different for everybody. It's just a matter of kind of tying it back into Mitch's take on the previous one is communicating what you feel is fair to baby mama.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, it's like every relationship and especially parenthood, it is work. And you have to put forth that effort into that. And it's a matter of making sure that that effort is there and substantial, and that like the kid and then the baby mama, wife, whatever can see that, and it resonates.
So you don't raise a bean boy.
Exactly.
You know,
Fuck you.
Exactly.
You put
You don't
the
want to raise a
effort in.
fucking loser.
Or else you're gonna raise that.
The absolute party animal of the century right here.
Hey, he's just fitting my example even better.
after your lucky charm.
Cody, you know you're a pretty new father. I think
I am.
I think your son just turned 2 months.
2 months, yeah, he's 2 months old. For me, I feel like it's a definitely a unique scenario because I pretty much work damn near 3 full-time jobs. You know, between On Tap, my freelance graphic design work, and working at my dad's bar
and his OnlyFans
and my OnlyFans.
Oh,
Dude, I got a lot going on. So the best way to mitigate that is like I need to be working. Like I need to be working to make money, especially. How can you make that fit into the schedule to make it so that you can kind of already be there and helping out at the same time, right? Like it doesn't always work, but the best way that I've found is I've actually bought a computer from TCAV and put it at my house so that I can do some of my design work and some of my editing at home. So like while I'm watching Lincoln, I can be on my computer, like getting some work done. But, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes for editing, I got to have 2 hands and I got to be able to, it just doesn't work out all the time.
you have to adapt.
But it's definitely a good compromise. I just know going into it, I'm not going to be able to get my work done full efficiency, but I'm able to help a little bit on both fronts on get my work done and be at home. And that makes all the difference for me.
That
just being there.
That what you said about like being efficient too, that's something that I've noticed with myself is, like after working outside all day, some days working outside all day and then I'll come back and then I have a bunch of projects that I have to do like freelance shit too.
Yeah.
Similar scenario. But it's like at a certain point, like even if I do like attempt to do some all-nighters, like you notice drastically like the efficiency in what you're doing
Goes down.
And it's like it's something that it took me a while to come to terms with, but accept is that like there's a certain point where you're just not, it's not fucking worth your time.
No.
Or energy to expending, because then like if you're staying up all night, dude.
Well, I'm 100% guilty of that. I mean, there's plenty of times where I've crunch time, edit the podcast. It's actually an hour late. It's supposed to come out at midnight. It actually comes out at 2 in the morning because I'm just editing until 2 a.m. Whatever. I'm fully guilty of that. And I have fallen asleep right at my computer chair, like working. But, that just comes along with the territory. I just realized it's not going to be like that forever. Grind now so you don't have to later on.
Yeah.
That's kind of my mindset.
I guess
balance.
This is a question for the dads, but my piece on this is you should probably look at this from the kids' perspective too. I don't know about you guys, but my childhood is not really a memory. My childhood is a compilation of moments, right?
Right.
When did Dad come to this football game? When did me and Dad go ride 4-wheelers at the hunting shack?
Right.
You just have to make the time to make those core memories. My dad worked a lot when I was growing up. He worked
dude, me too.
very, very much. I mean, and I'm so proud of him for it. I love it because it instilled a good work ethic in me. But what you remember are those moments. You don't remember this is the through and through. This is how my childhood was. You remember the times that he was there and the times that showed up, and you remember the core memories. Going fishing up at Lake of the
and
Woods.
how many of them there are.
Exactly. And I have a bountiful amount, and my dad was really good about. He made the things that were fun to him. he made that so I could be a part of it. You know, what my dad loves to this day is going up to the hunting shack and drinking beers with his buddies, going out riding four-wheeler, shooting deer, shit like that. And I was always included in that, you know. I was always at the hunting shack when Dad was up there, you know, setting trail cameras.
Yeah.
Building food plots, shit like that.
Little
that
sidekick.
Sitting in the deer
and I was
stand,
always with him. I mean, he'd give me the other four-wheeler, and I'd get to go fuck off and do my thing, and he was still getting to do the stuff that he loved. So I think a big part of it is associating the stuff that you like to do and incorporating your kid into that.
Right.
You know, you obviously can't bring your kid to the bar if you really love going.
If that's your favorite thing,
if your
you're
favorite
fucked.
thing in the world is going to the bar, you're fucked. But you got to figure out how to have fun and your kid be there, and that's part of being a parent.
It's
I think. Great point.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait till you have a kid, dude, because that's it. You really come to terms with that, and like a whole bunch of different realities are coming into play, and then you're assessing your own childhood and comparing it to, you know, what things you
Constantly.
like. Exactly.
I think that's the beauty of.
I'm thinking about it through the lens every time that we do something with Lincoln. It's like, okay, what did the kids that I thought were not good kids do, and how were they raised? How can I not do that?
Yeah,
you know, and that's kind of, maybe that's the wrong way to look at it, but it's like I'm looking through the lens of like, I don't want to set this guy up for failure right out the gate.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like there's a really weird balance too, because like, I mean, I can't speak for Bodie because I don't know about his childhood as much, but the three of us were all good kids and bad kids at the exact same time. Like, I feel like I want my kid to have a little bit of fuckery in him.
Right.
Oh, I was just a
I was
piece
a
of shit.
I was a shithead, but I was raised well. I mean, I really was. My parents did a fucking
You gotta get them
excellent job.
morals in, you know.
And knowing, I mean, just me knowing that is a testament to how good they were at what they did. And I was a complete shithead a lot of the time, but I know that at the core, my parents did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, like for you guys that don't have kids, right? I want you to picture this is like, especially once, because like, you know, your kid's like 2 months, you said, right? Like they're pretty much just all like, like feed me and I shit. Like, you know, all just like core survival. But like once they start breaking that barrier of like they're actually retaining information and then constantly like they look at you and they're like trying to learn something. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And then you kind of start to like put it together and realizing that like, okay, this kid is like starting to learn from me. And then like just being like consciously aware that like what you do, they're processing.
You're the role
and
model.
taking.
You're the role model, not because you volunteered to be, because you have to be.
Yeah, exactly. And then even after a long day of work, like you're saying with your old man, dude, like you're fucking just beat. You have like just little to no energy left, and you gotta, and you know you have to maintain.
And that was the thing that my dad was really good about too. Is looking back on it, you could tell the days that he was tired and the days that he didn't want to do it. But he was really good about incorporating me in that life. You know, if all he wanted to do was go in the garage, have a couple beers, and hang out, he'd bring me with. And
Like, hey, we're going to the garage.
I just
Sonny.
go hang out with him, and I just loved being with my fucking dad.
No, I
you
totally
know?
get what you're saying, dude. My dad is the same way. If I'm going fishing, you're coming fishing. If I'm going to the hunting shack, you're coming to the hunting shack.
Exactly, man. And
we're going to Menards, you're coming to Menards.
That shit as a dad, you know, might just be a normal night. You just worked a long shift, and you're just trying to relax. But as a kid, that's a core memory, man. I remember plenty of times me and my dad just hanging out in the garage watching TV. He's having a couple beers, and what is it to me? You know, I'm just a kid hanging out with my fucking old man, and I think it's the coolest thing ever.
It's all about engagement, though. Like, even after those long days and you have no energy, you have to, you know, no matter what you're doing, you have to incorporate the kid with it and put forth that energy into showing them, like, what you're about, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's all parenthood is. Like, I know this shit really well, so I'm gonna show my kid and explain to them like the energy I feel about this. And
I think that's an interesting thing at the core of it, you know, is you know you're a good guy, and at your core you're a good guy, and you just want to make your kid similar to you.
That's your lineage.
You know,
that's
what you know.
That's
so
literally
what you're gonna give your kid.
You're what you have at stake in life is what you know on a primal fucking core level, dude.
Yep.
Like it's
Absolutely.
like what you're bringing to the world and what your legacy will transfer into it
to this kid.
Exactly.
It's a crazy game. It is a crazy game. Well, boys, I think I think that's a good wrap up to the episode here.
Man, I gotta
if
take a
you if you
huge
made it
pee.
this far, drop a 4-leaf clover in the comments.
Shout out to my Irish people.
shout out to Sam's
Shout out to
Irish
Sam.
people.
Shout out to Sam.
Drop a 4-leaf clover
Cheers,
emoji in the
Sam's
comments
Irish
here if you made it to this part of the episode for a chance to win a free piece of On Tap merch. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank
Let's
you
hit
for
the
watching.
cricket, boys.
Let's hit the
Fucking
cricket.
right.
Yeah, yo.